girls with curls, the girls with girls. I wanna see some curl girl magic. Hair universal, it's cosmic. Hair is so loud and hypnotic. I wanna see some curl girl magic. So shake your afro to an afro beat. Hair is curly so naturally. You're beautiful, left me buzzing. And all of them there I got your need. Now let's get some curl girl magic. Curl Fete October it started. Girls with curls, we are here for it. Don't blush, you beautiful darling. Girls with curls, girls with curls, girls with. I wanna see some curl girl magic. Hair universal, it's cosmic. Hair is so loud and hypnotic. I wanna see some curl girl magic.
Hey, what up, Fetters? And yes, that is your official name. We will be calling you Fetters because you guys love a Fete and you love Curl Fete, and that's one of the reasons why you're here listening to the podcast, right? I mean, you want some updates, you want to know what's going on, you want to hear the latest, you want to know what gossip we're going to talk about today, and we're about to get into some things because you already know it's season 1, episode 2, and your girl Nyx is holding it down. So sit back, relax. We're going to give you all the updates. Curl Fete, which is going down on October 1. Don't forget, at the Promenade Gardens. And we're going to start promptly at 10 o'clock and end pretty early. So on today's episode, we're going to be telling you a bit about what's going to be going down at this year's Curl Fete, right? On October 1 at the Promenade Gardens, there are a few competitions. One special new competition that we're launching this year, and I believe it's gonna be a hit because everything that we do, it's always a big hit among our fetters. So we're gonna tell you a bit about that. We're gonna tell you a bit about the criteria and how you can sign up, and also we're gonna get into some gossip. I know that's why you're here. I've been seeing you guys listening on SoundCloud, and I've been seeing you guys listening to us and watching the video on YouTube. So ensure that you share, you like, you subscribe, you take the notification bell on YouTube so you know when Curl Fete drops another podcast or a video, because we will be getting so many other things coming up on YouTube soon. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. We have a few people on our TikTok pages, a few popular TikTokers, and they are doing some really, really funny videos for you guys. Follow us on our social media channels to be entertained, to come out in your loud and expressive self, and be confident in your natural hair, whether it's straight, whether it's kinky, whether it's soft, whether it's luscious and beautiful, whether you have recently had a big chop or you want to have a big chop at Curl Fete, come on down this year. It will be epic. Like I said in the last episode, we missed 2 years of Curl Fete. So this year, of course, we're going bigger and better. And you already know, the theme is loud. So we expect you to be loud, all right? So, episode 2. The topic is Barbershop versus Salon gossip. Now, who does it more? I have a male guest with me today, and he would like to remain anonymous, which is okay. We'll allow him that because he's kind of popular around in the streets and whatever. So if you know his voice, you may pick him up. But if you don't, well, you'll just hear his side of things on what goes on in the barbershop. And I'll tell you what goes on in the salon, because the amount of stories we'll be hearing in the salon, social media can't beat it, all right? So that's our topic for today, barbershop versus salon gossip. Who does it more? Which has the best tea? And we'll be giving you some lifestyle tips you can learn in a barbershop or salon. And what I particularly want to focus on this week is I'm going to talk to mainly the barbershops and the salon owners, because gossip, yes, it can be really fun. It can be really nice and entertaining when you're there, you're laughing along to other people's drama, but it also has a downside to it. So we're gonna talk a bit about that, and we're gonna talk a bit about, you know, some of the competitions that we have this year. So we have a guy here, he don't want to tell us his real name. So if you know his voice, you already know who it is. But we're gonna call him Sean today. What's up, Sean?
I'm good, Nix. How are you?
I'm great. So tell me about what's going on in the barbershops.
The barbershop is a lovely atmosphere. That's where guys go. I mean, they get the haircut, they get the styles, they get everything done. But at the same time, that's where they have like a vibe, you know, like the guys, they open up, you know, we have different conversations in the barbershop.
Let me stop you there. What type of conversations?
It depends, you know, on that day, based on my perspective and my I would say, the guys, I mean, we open up to different conversations. Sometimes the conversation might be about our personal views of women, it might be about business, it might be different things. So it all depends on that day. The barbershop is where men open up, you know, like they give their views, they give their personal views. I would say it's like the opposite of a salon where women go and open up.
How is that opposite?
I mean, the barbershop is where guys, they go cut their hair.
And girls go to the salon to get their hair.
To the salon to get their hair done.
Uh-huh.
No, that's where there's a lot of guys at the barbershop opposing to a lot of girls at the salon. I understand guys are at the salon, girls are at the barbershop, but we open up more there.
Okay, so at the salon, you're not telling me much. You're not going in depth into what y'all really talk about. Because at the salon, we hear everybody gossip. We hear about people at their jobs, who boss is an idiot, which workplace is give the most trouble and
okay,
the most
so
stress.
let me cut you. I must expound on that. So at the barbershop, we do such, right? Guys will open up like, yo, my boss is this. My girl is this. Oh, I went and drink at this spot and the bartender or waitress might have been such. I mean, the barbershop is where you open up, you be free. And everybody give their view. As opposing the salon, I would assume that the ladies does the same. I know my wife goes to the salon and she have her views at the salon. She come like, oh yeah, that's what you guys talk about.
Really? Because we don't be talking about what you guys do at the barbershop. We just be talking about what's going on in life.
Yeah, we do talk in the barbershop.
She wasn't ready.
So let me ask you something.
We even talking about like, yo, my wife went to the salon and spent like 6-7 hours. Like, what the ladies doing in the salon?
And you guys go to the barbershop and spend as long there too. Because sometimes
exaggerating now.
No, I'm not, because sometimes you guys go and you want a particular barber, so you would prefer to wait like 3-4 hours until that guy gets to you.
It's just like a woman in the salon. Like, she want her saloonist to do whatever she want to do. So, I mean, we want a barber to make us look nice for you guys.
Cluck, work, cluck, work, cluck, work, cluck, work, cluck, work, cluck.
So Sean has natural hair and he does cornrows a lot. So the person who does your cornrow, is it a female or a male?
I mean, it's a female that does my hair.
Okay, so y'all gossip, like how does that gossip go?
I mean, I don't think it's like a gossip, like how a female would relate to a female. But I mean, she tends to share her personal life. Sometimes I tend to give a view. I mean, it's just conversations, you know, like it's based on what arose at the time. It's so simple. But in the barbershop, no, my hair was not like this all the time. But in the barbershop, when I go cut my hair, even when I go line my hair now, like, I mean, it's guys speaking, you know, like, we could open up, guys could open up to guys. Just like I would assume in the salon, like women would open up to women.
So you would say it's easier when you're at the barbershop to open up to other guys compared to if you're open up to your wife or your girlfriend or whatever?
Yeah, I would say 98% of the time.
98% of the time it's easier to open up. So
Yeah. You see what happened with guys in the barbershop? Like, let me see. Typical example. I'm see like fellas like maybe have marital problem or relationship problem, but they could open up in the barbershop. They could get views from guys in the barbershop, right? Might have been in the same position, and at the same time, guys might not be in the same position, but they can relate to such and learn from such.
So have you ever like been to a barbershop, hear a guy talking about a girl, and you secretly know that girl? You know that girl, and you're like, she like that? She's so freaky? You ever heard, you ever went in that situation?
I mean, that is a question that, I mean, it happens. It happens, but I was not in the situation. But I got friends that was in the situation. It happens. But the barbershop is not where we gonna put people on the spot. Like, oh yeah, the barbershop is where you go learn. Sometimes you are typical example like you just said. If you ever was in that position, but I mean, the guy would have learned. Like, oh wow, they're talking about Tiffany. Wow, I know Tiffany. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's so. I mean, I don't really be in the salon like that, but
No.
I would assume that the salon is like the same atmosphere because my wife would come home sometime and she gossip about the salon.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, these ladies in the salon, that's all she said.
It's juicy gossip.
Yeah.
So
But I'm like, what is the You don't need to know the
So is it when your wife comes home and she tells you what goes on, is it like, what? All that goes on?
As I said, all she says, I like, baby, so give me some hint. They're like, you don't need to know. I'm like, oh, so the salon is like the barbershop.
So which one do you think is better? Like who gossips the most?
I mean, I'm gonna be on the men's side. The women gossip the most. I'm just being realistic.
The women gossip the most?
Yeah, in general, women gossip
I have
the most.
to oppose.
And you ain't entitled to do such. You're a woman, so.
I have to oppose because there's sometimes that not even in a barbershop. You guys can be out at a bar and y'all be talking the most.
Wow.
I am telling you the honest truth. Y'all be talking the most. Y'all be talking like this girl, that girl,
See,
this person, that person.
From you telling me the honest truth is not the truth. That's redundant.
Nah.
I'll be real with you. No, women in general, they speak the most, yo. All they gotta do is get a good, comfortable crowd, and boy, you gotta stop them.
Oh my gosh. Not everyone is that
I be
opening.
like, girl, you running like a train. Stop.
Not everyone is that opening to, what's going on in their life. If I go to a salon, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I go to a salon, I'm there listening to the gossip. I'm not telling them what's going on in my personal life.
But what you doing? You're listening to the gossip. So I mean, that's your view, but I mean, once you're listening to the gossip, it means that there's a lot of women gossiping.
Most of the people that gossip at the salons are the hairdressers.
Are the hairdressers? Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it the same at the barbershop?
no.
Is the guys who were there to get their hair cut?
The guys that come, they give their views, and the barber give their view. That's what they feel more comfortable.
Okay, so it's like more
It's like more like an interaction
interactive.
session. Like,
Yeah.
not like we gossiping, like we giving our views and like, how we can perfect this and how. It's not just gossip. It's like how you can correct something.
Give me an example.
Typical example. I go to the barbershop, I'll be like, I was dating this girl, and I saw her phone, and like I was trying to unlock the phone or whatever. But anyway, I got it unlocked, and I saw some things that was not becoming. So like, the guys would be like, you know what, man, I've been through that, but if I was you and you was me, I was gonna leave our phone alone.
Exactly. That's what you should have done.
Alright? I'm just being real. Like this what we talking, things like that, or that nature we talk in the barbershop. Like we speak everything in the barbershop.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent.
To an extent. But I thought you said it's like 98%.
I mean, it is what it is, but what happens in the barbershop stays in the barbershop. Never watch the movie Barbershop.
Of course.
It's a lovely goddamn movie.
So it's very relatable to what happens
In the barbershop.
Okay.
Remember that old dude in the barbershop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the barbershop. The barbershop is memories, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It's about going to cut your hair consistently at one place all the time. One barber.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, guys tend to change the barber if they, maybe do something wrong.
Yeah.
But the barbershop is the barbershop. The barbershop knows everything in the streets.
So tell me about your experience going to a barbershop as a child.
I mean, my experience as a child going to the barbershop, I would sit there and, a lot of things they would say, I don't know.
You mean you don't know?
No, because barbers speak in codes, man. Men speak in codes. As a child, I would get, I'm old, I'm like 35, 36. Back in those days, you used to get them barbers that give you them a butcher cut, Now you got, my son goes to the barbershop. Mm-hmm. Now my son come home with a lot of styles in his hair and he's only 4 years old. At this point in time, it is what it is. Society have been moving forward, so. My time in the barbershop, it was mostly like sports, which is a day like today, we speak a lot of sports in the barbershop. But now, I think men have shared different views in the barbershop.
That's true, I understand. Because it's the same at the salon. We talk about social issues, we talk about, feminine issues, political stuff, and different things like that. So the same goes on at the barbershop, I assume.
Yeah, I would say so.
So how do you feel about, put yourself in a barbershop or the owner of a barbershop's position. Let's say, Ice Cube, he was the owner of the barbershop in that movie, right? And, a lot of gossip is going on. How do you feel about that being tolerated in the barbershop?
No, it depends on the owner's intellect. It depends on the owner. His horizon, as we would say, traveling, widening your horizon, your thinking ability. Now, in the barbershop, it does not mean every time you go to your customers that is knowledgeable of everything. Now, as the owner, you need to learn to, in Ghana, we would say mambo, but I would say you need to learn to know your customers and know how to interact with them. Mm-hmm. But as an owner, you have to be, wide, open-minded.
Open-minded. So let's say, someone new comes into your barbershop and y'all talking about, I don't know, some regular. How do you feel as the owner? As I said, put yourself in the owner's position.
No, the barbershop is about customer service.
Right.
No, let me put myself in the owner position. It's all about customer service. So I have to be open-minded. I think as an owner of any business, not just even a barbershop, you got to deal with customers, observe them, figure out or try to figure out the way they react or interact with people.
Right.
They got some people might be quiet, but they got some people more outspoken.
Right.
And then they got some real quiet, and then after a while, they comfort zone.
Yeah.
They decide to be outspoken like the rest.
And start interacting like everyone else.
So, as I said, it's a business. So, you gotta learn to interact with people and see what's up.
Yeah, but when you hear news through the grapevine, it can really mess up your business. Because people can go and they might hear something, as I said before, they may hear something about probably a co-worker or a close friend or someone they know, and the barbers or the hairdressers talking about this person, but they might be like, I don't want to go back to this business.
No, I tend to actually disagree. Reason being, if you go to a barbershop or a salon, you're going to do your hair, you're going to style your hair or whatever. There's people from different perspective of life, different walks of life. You know, everybody's entitled to say what they want to say. Now look at this, like if I'm a barber and I'm cutting somebody off from their view and I'm giving this person their view, then I would be vindictive. So as the barber or the proprietor or whatever, I gotta give people their views from different perspective, and then I could give my view based on what's not, and it's called knowledge, passing down knowledge from someone to someone.
Right.
Someone could come into your barbershop and they just heard the conversation, want to give their views. Maybe they don't know what's up, but they can go away with something.
A lot of times what happens too that can hurt a business is, you know, you guys are debating a certain situation, a certain issue that's going on, a popular issue, and you know, everyone is riled up and there's no solution.
As the barber, you should know how to control your customer or your crowd.
Exactly.
Right? And I think crowd control is very important. It's so simple. If I go to a bar and I see people arguing politics and it's getting out of hand, then I will interject like, yo, or I try to move the conversation towards something else.
Right.
I think a lot of barbers in today's society, they can do such.
Yeah, so those are some great tips for some hairdressers and barbershop owners. You know, when there are issues, try to nip it in the bud, especially if you know it's going too far and it's getting a little bit explicit and it may hamper or hurt your business. You know, try to nip it in the bud so, you know, you can have your customers coming back to you all the time and have referrals, which is very important. So, Sean, thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate it, Vila. Thank you for having me here. I hope you can have a lot of topics for young people in today's society.
Most definitely. That's what this podcast is all about. It's all about educating and entertaining our target market, which is our young people, guys and women. That's why we have you here, and me for the ladies representing. Always pick up yourself. So at Curlfed this year, we want to recognize the talents of some of our barbers and give audience a sneak peek into what it takes to be a pro at the craft. And that's why we'll be hosting a barber battle. Now, if you think you've got what it takes, we encourage you to sign up and go head to head, pun intended, to create the most unique style in a limited amount of time. So the sign-up fee is $5,000, and one barber will get a chance to win $100,000. And the second prize is $50,000. And the top 3 barbers will get a surprise giveaway. So, you know, get yourself ready. Barbers, get your clippers ready. Get your scissors ready. Get your clients ready, because it's going down. All right? You will have to find a good person with a nice fro so that you can be able to style that person's head and within that limited amount of time, and you know, make that person look good. So here's how it works. Barbers who sign up have a limited time to style a creative cut of their choice. As I said, you have to choose your own model. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that model needs to have a very big kinky afro. Let's say that model just have a nice little fade, or you know, his hair has grown out a bit. So you find a good person or a regular that you usually have, let him grow out his hair a bit and bring him down to Curlfed, and you guys compete. All right, it's as simple as that. So the most creative style will be chosen by the audience and by one of our sponsors. So another competition that we have is the hair show. And you know, this is the most anticipated feature of the event that attracts hair salons from all over the country. And this year we're making it loud. Say with me, loud. Yeah, that's right. Our salons will have to create exotic natural hairstyles in 4 different categories. Now, salons who sign up to be vendors will automatically have a choice of being a part of the hair show. But other salons can also sign up separately at a cost of $15,000. Now, 3 salons will walk away with awesome cash and other prizes. So first prize is $300,000, second prize $100,000, and the third prize $50,000. Hampers and plaques will also be given to winners. So you already know. You come, you bring your A game, and you have, even if you don't bring first, you don't get second prize, you have a plaque and a hamper to go home with. You can hang your plaque up in your salon. You can have your little bragging rights and tell your clients that, hey, this is what I got at Curlfet because my hair game skills is on point. If it's not your first time at Curlfet, you'll know these salons bring out the best of their creativity at the hair show. And this year we expect nothing less because, it's 2 years we've been out of this. You can't come bringing a basic hairstyle. You must go out of the box. So I'm telling you this right now, what I would do if I were you, if I was a hairdresser, I would be Pinteresting some unique hairstyles. I'll be going on YouTube to check out some hair shows to see how best I can work my craft and bring out that uniqueness to the crowd. Because the crowd is what we usually want. Tell us who should really win this competition. And that's why we want our audience to come out being loud. Not just loud with your makeup, with your hair, with your clothes, with your shoes. Come out being loud with your voice. We want to hear you. We want to hear you scream for your favorite salon. We want to hear you scream for the favorite person that you think brought their A game to Curlfet this year. All right? So don't forget, come loud. L-O-U-D. You heard it right. Loud. So if you have any questions regarding any of these competitions, be sure to follow us again on Facebook and Instagram. You can also follow us on TikTok, or you can send us an email that is curlfet@gmail.com. So yeah, there is no way that you can feel that you are left out or you cannot be a part of Curlfet. You know a barber, you know a good hairdresser that will beat the other competitors. Send us a message, send us their names, let us know so we can reach out to them and get them a part of the competition to make it more spicy and fun. I know a lot of guys, a lot of barbers, they take so much pride in being a barber that they take their time. So they may be a bit intimidated or a bit scared to do it on an open stage in front of thousands of people. Now guys, we have some time. We're in August, about to go into September. Curlfet is on October 1. You have some time to perfect your craft. You have some time to do this in front of your family, your friends, so you don't get stage fright when you're in front of these people. We're just here to have fun. We're just here to have fun with you and laugh along with you. It's not to intimidate you in any way, shape, or form. So you do have some time to prep. You have some time to practice your craft and, bring your A game and complete that in the specific time that is required. Bring your talent to the forefront so people can see and experience and really enjoy and admire your craft. So yeah, that comes to the end of our show, Curlversations, Season 1, Episode 2. This is your girl, Nyx. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Curlfet is going down on October 1. That is a Saturday. Until next time, keep yourself safe. Bye.
And all of them there, I got your need. Now let's get some curl girl magic. Curlfet October, it started. Girls with curls, we are here for it. Don't blush, you beautiful darling. Girls with curls, girls with curls, girls with. I want to see some curl girl magic. Hair universal, it's cosmic. Hair is so loud and hypnotic. I want to see some curl girl magic. Wait.
Party done.